Hi everyone! It is a long overdue update and entry into my knitting diary. It is currently mid-November, and before we start Advent/countdown season, I felt like it was time to look at what I finished recently and what we've got going. We're starting right with what I'm wearing here. This is the Skyline Pullover by Tori Yu. I did test knit this, and I used a fingering weight yarn from Woolberry Fiber Co. in the colorway Pumpkin Patch, and then I held it with a Mohair from Craft Me Not Yarn Co. in the colorway Honeycomb. And this is how that turned out. I like this sweater a lot. I think it's very cozy and very comfy, and it fits really well. So we've got that going for us. Let me stand up and come closer. So here you can see the colorway and what it looks like. And here's some sleeve details along with the nice shoulder and sleeve detail. It comes from up here all the way down to the cuff, and it is really nice and comfy. So this is definitely a sweater that I will be wearing a lot, and I am honestly thinking about potentially knitting a second one up, and I have already some yarn in mind that I might instead of using it for the original project, use it for a second one of this. So yeah, this was really fun to knit, and it went by really quickly. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. And yeah, it's very nice and cozy. The next one that I finished was the Monster Doodle Cowl by Pacific Knit Co. And this is it. I knit this in Yarnaceous DK weight yarn, and this is really nice and soft, and all in all I really had a fun time knitting this. It was very potato chippy because with the color work, with those small charts, you really just want to get to the next row and the next row and the next row just to see how the pattern will show up. And I made this one actually for one of the kiddos. So I had to actually snatch this away because, you know, mommy's gonna use this for a second. And let me see. Ugh. Trying not to get my slightly precarious pile to come down. Next up, I worked on two projects. One right after the other, and this was technically the second one, but it's the smaller one and easier one to show. This is the Surplus Headband by Shanalines Designs. This is a pretty long, basically like a shawl, so you can wear this as a tiny shawl, almost like what's it called, the Sophie or whatever. So you can technically, let me readjust this. You can wear this as a small like shawl right here, but what I like to do is wear it as a headband to keep my hair back, and it's really nice and comfy. It is knit in DK weight yarn, and I needed approximately 50 grams, so half a regular skein. And it's really fun. It is very quick to knit, and I think it took me a day or maybe like two knitting sessions to finish this, so not very long. Really fun. And in line with this one came the MultiState Shawl, also by Shanalines Designs. And this is a shawl made for 6 mini skeins and 2 full skeins of yarn. I used Suburban Stitcher yarn for this one, and it's going to be a bit big to show the entire shawl, so I'm just going to try and show you bit by bit what this looks like. So here we have one side, and then continue on This is about the center right here, and here's the rest. So this drapes really, really well. You can wear this either alone as a shawl and just let me see. So you can just wrap this around like so. The main color I used here, the like olivey green, is called Swamp by Suburban Stitcher, and the mini skeins were the Diane's favorite sock mini skein set. So you can't just wrap it around your shoulders. It's going to be very long this way. So I will point that out. You can just tuck them both over on the side, and this is, I think, really cute. You can wrap it around all the way to where it still comes down to here. You can also wear this almost like a poncho, I would say, with the one of those shawl clips, for example. What I like about this is this this main color bit up here, you can technically fold over to where it would then almost work like a collar. So you would have a collar down here. That would also be nice. And also you can, of course, wear it the other way around. So like this, to where you have this coming right here. So I really enjoy this shawl. I love having it. I love wearing it. I've actually used it quite a bit recently because it was starting to get a little colder. It was starting to get a little more like shawl weather. And this one is a fun one to wear, easy to just throw on and get going, and it just looks great. And this is all garter stitch, so it is relatively easy to work on this. It's very potato chippy, so also would totally recommend. Now, next up, I have my October pair of socks, which I'm pretty sure I did not finish before my last knitting diary entry. I don't have those here, but I knit up the, what are they called? Where are my socks? Oh. So, next up, my other finished object were the Tootsie Rolls socks by Lisa Ross, Paper Daisy Creations. I knit those for Desert Vista Dye Works monthly sock club, which I have done so far all the way through the year, through October, and it will have another appearance later today. And I used for the Tootsie Rolls the colorway Abstract Cactus, and I will throw in a picture right here so you can take a quick peek. All in all, I had fun knitting these socks. They are not my usual kind of socks, I would say, because of the texture that is in the sock itself, but it was fun to knit, and I really liked knitting something different for a change, so I would totally do those again, just for that reason. Now, let's talk about works in progress. I'm going to start with the one that is, in essence, almost finished. This is my Breaker by Jen Parroccini, and I'm afraid I can't try it on for you right now because I have the neck edging currently on the needles, and that's going to be a little dangerous. I don't want to drop any stitches right now, but here we go. So this is a really nice, fun cardigan. It is knit in pieces, and the front and back have a stitch pattern to create a little bit of texture, and the sleeves are plain stockinette. And with the seaming you get a little more structure to this. At first I actually thought, just based off the sleeve length alone, without the seaming it looked like it might be a tad too long, but now that I've seamed everything together, the sleeve length is just perfect. Jen in her patterns includes a full bust adjustment, so you can actually add some of her instructions into the pattern and create a little more room for the girls, and ensure that the front doesn't ride up too much, because if you think about it, oops, that's the next strip that's trying to fall. If you think about it, this is not a straight down line, so we need a little more fabric coming here, and that means the front will ride up a little bit unless you add some fabric there. So she has included instructions depending on your measurements, so you get instructions how to measure and what exactly you need to do. There's no big like, oh, you have to think about it. It's all very, very well explained, and she has that in all of her patterns that I'm aware of. And it's really fun. I am knitting the breaker in Baby Cat Yarns DK in the color Spend the Night. And like I said, I'm almost done. I in essence need to do the setup and the tubular bind off for the neck edging, and then seam in a zipper, because this is actually a zippered cardigan per pattern. It's going to be so much fun. I just putting it on the other day. It was so comfortable and it was so nice and so well fitting. I think I'll get a ton of use out of this. The pattern is going to come out in January, I believe. So it's going to be a little while, but you'll get fun pictures and some, I will put together maybe some ideas of how I was planning to wear it for the release date. But that is it for now, and we'll see if I show it. I might show a sneak peek next time we're on. So next up I have my November. It's November. My November socks for the Desert Vista Dye Works sock club. I am this time around knitting my socks toe up, and the colorway is Van Gogh's Sunflowers, and this is sock 1. Yeah, I'm still on sock 1, and it's kind of, well, I mean, it's mid-November. It's gonna be fine, but here we go. I really love the colorway. It is very fun. There's a lot of yellow, obviously, but it's 3 different shades of yellow. And yeah, I really like this colorway. It's fun, and it's a great way to just spend a little bit of time maybe watching something and knitting away on this particular sock. The heel I'm using for this one is a Fish Lips Kiss heel again, and because I'm knitting them toe up, I actually stopped a little early at 40 rows and did some increases because I need a little more room for my heel. So if this is my foot, this circumference here from here to here is a little bigger than my foot needs, so I tend to just throw in a little mini gusset and work it that way. Next up I have okay, it's going to be a little quickly for a second. Next up I have the Glitz at the Ritz shawl, which is a free pattern by Helen Stewart. It is a lace shawl knit out of technically 1 skein of fingering weight only, with some beads thrown in. And I might have to come closer with this. So this is how far I've gotten. This is actually 3 repeats, so we'll see. But here you go. You can see the beads and the yarn. The yarn is a Ruby and Roses yarn coat in the colorway Lucky Penny. And I'm having a lot of fun working on this. The beads, I believe, are dark amber. Is it Choho or Miyuki beads? I think they're the Choho beads in dark amber, just a 6-0. And it's really fun and nice, and I'm having fun with this, but I haven't gotten as far as I wanted to, so I think maybe if I have some time over the long weekend, I can maybe make some more progress, and we'll see how this is coming. I am debating making this a little larger because I can, and I have 2 skeins actually because I didn't feel like swatching, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. Then I have a second pair of socks that I'm working on. These are a sock test knit for Claire Jackson, Perfectly Knotted. And I am using Explorer Knits and Fibers, the Cookies and Cream colorway from the ice cream collection a while back, along with the cone, ice cream cone mini skein. So this is sock number 1, and sock number 2 has also been cast on. I'm not going to take this out. There we go. So we have sock 2 on the needles, and we're gonna get there eventually. And then my little escape project is another sweater, which is the Funfetti Raglan by Andrea Gan. I am knitting this one in Bellafio yarns, and the colorways are moss and copper. So you can see it is, some might call this Christmassy, but frankly I just love the colors together, and I don't see the point in denying myself red and green combos just because it's Christmassy, basically. It is really fun to knit, and I'm actually, when I sit down, I'm having a hard time setting it back down, which is why I can't knit on this in the evening right now, because if you have to get up the next morning, you might want to sleep. So that is it in terms of whips I can show off right now. I'm having fun with all of these, so I don't think I'll be working on them for much longer, because I think I will probably quickly get through them, and you'll then see finished objects soon. I did not get a lot of new yarn that I want to show yet, in part because what I got was mostly advent/countdown things, and for those I'm actually thinking I might do a few more videos for December when I'm actually opening those, and show you what everything is looking like. If I'm working on it already, I will show that as well. I have 2 24 stripe sock skeins that will be turned into socks, along with, of course, my Desert Vista Dye Works December socks, because those are going to be cast on as well pretty soon. And then I have, how am I going to put this accidentally, too many advents/countdowns. I need to next year really write down when I order an advent/countdown, because I feel like when you start ordering in like March or April, you can forget what you ordered. And that really happened to me this year, definitely, because I have quite a few advents, and probably more than I can knit up right now. But I have projects planned out for almost everything, and I think it's just going to be fun. So we will see how that's going to turn out, but all in all, I do plan on filming a couple videos, maybe one a week or something like that, to show what I'm opening and what is going on with those. So yeah. And then, of course, I'll also throw in my current whips and everything that I'm working on anyways. So do stay tuned, and I hope you'll have a great day. Bye!